It's that time again. A new version of Vegas Pro has just been released, and that is Vegas Pro 21. And in this video, we're going to take a look at the new improvements, the new features and changes to Vegas Pro 21. Starting off with the first improvement is the actual loading screen itself. As always, they have changed the loading screen picture. It's very professional and makes the program look expensive. Once you're in Vegas Pro, you will notice that the home screen is similar to the Vegas Pro 20. However, once you close this down, you'll notice that the icons have been improved, making them look clear, a little bit bigger, and they've got this nice simple effect which makes them stand out. We have the Vegas hub, and in here you can now see what's new in Vegas Pro by clicking on this tab right here, and it will tell you exactly what's been added to Vegas Pro. You can even have a look and see the previous versions, what the updates were, what the build was, and so much more information about the actual update. But once you go back onto the homepage, you also have two more interesting tabs, which are the expansion packs and the Vegas content. If you open up the expansion pack, this is for if you want to download any action packs or any bundles, such as the Boris effects, the action VFX, and honestly so much more. Going back onto the homepage, we have the Vegas content. Now, just like most video editors out there, we now have a separate section where you can get yourself clips for your video, you can get yourself some stock footage. We have some new VFX, and starting off with the first one is the new AI/machine learning tab right here. All of your AI video effects will be neatly organized into this category right here. And you also have the light tab as well if you wanted to get yourself, let's say, a glow, a light flare, some light rays, and so much more. Now, the next feature is to do with the actual adjustment layers. You can now right click in the empty area, get yourself a new video track, and then in here you can right click and get yourself an adjustment event. Now, the difference between this one and a normal adjustment track is that this one allows you to do a lot more things, such as apply effects on all of your clips at once. You can even change the scale and it will apply to all of them. So let's say that you had a big project and you wanted to apply a specific effect over all of them, and then you can get yourself, let's say, a color correction of a red midtone, apply it onto here, and as you can see, this will now apply it onto all of your clips. And you can also change the scale by clicking on the event pan/crop. Let's say that we wanted it to zoom in nice and slow. We can zoom it in and then drag this all the way to the end, and you'll see throughout your video it will start to zoom in. And the great thing about this is that you can also make this fade in and fade out, so it will smoothly apply these effects rather than just all of a sudden making it look like how it is. Now, moving on to the next video effect is that Vegas Pro have been experimenting with some AI features, such as the Z-depth video effect right here. Now, in order to actually be able to use this, you need to make sure that you install the machine learning module while you are installing Vegas Pro. However, once you've got it installed, all you need to do is simply drag and drop this onto your video. And once you've applied it onto your video, you will see that this will automatically start to matte out the tree from the background. And if we have a look at this, we can change the visualization to either depth, which will show us exactly the depth of the tree compared to the background, or we can set it to the threshold depth, and this will give us a more detailed view. So honestly, this is a really cool feature, especially if you're someone who wants to add things in the background or in the scene. If you wanted to, let's say, add some text on this, all you need to do is get yourself a video track. We would apply it underneath this, and in the media generators, we're going to get ourselves a simple text effect. We're going to apply it onto here, and let's say we wanted it to say Vegas 21. And then we can drag this to the end, and all we need to do now is open up the video effect, turn on the mask video effects, and turn on the transparency. Now, you'll notice straight away it's going to look like this because it's going to apply it onto the actual tree. So what we need to do is we need to invert this, and now it will place it behind the tree. And what you can do from here is you can pretty much change the position of the text, and as you can see, it's now going to be behind this tree right here. Now, speaking of AI video effects, we also have another amazing one called the Smart Masks. This one will allow you to automatically mask out a subject without having to manually do it yourself. You can use AI by applying it onto your video, and all you need to do is simply click on Analyze, and it will analyze this video and automatically detect the subject in your video. You have the option to either select the main subject, or you can even select the other selected subject as well. And we can left click on the main subject, and this will start to mask out this person right here. But once you're ready, all you need to do is simply go ahead and trim your video down to the specific area you want it to apply the actual mask. You want to go to the start of your video, and then when you're ready, make sure that the settings are correct and click on Start Tracking. Once it's done processing, you can have a look at the results just by hovering over a specific area, and so far it doesn't look too bad. You can start to actually mask out this person just by clicking on the Create Mask. And what this will do is it will convert all the keyframes over to the Bezier masking. This will give you a lot more masking options, such as the invert, the mask effect, you will have the width, and so much more. And then finally, I have saved the best to last, and that is the Mocha Vegas. For some of you that know the Mocha plugin, you can now launch it inside of Vegas Pro by going to the video effects. You can search for the Mocha, and you'll see the Mocha Vegas right here. You just want to drag and drop this onto your video, and in here we can click on Launch Mocha right here. This will then open up the separate UI, and then from here all we need to do is drag this back to the start to tell it exactly how much tracking we want it to do. And we're going to start tracking by selecting the pen tool. We're going to select this area right here for the tracking points. We're going to right click, and then you want to drag these points so they are pointy. From here, we're also going to get ourselves a surface tracking, and with this one, we're going to apply it onto the surface of this building right here. All we need to do now is select ourselves which options we want. So we want all of them, and we're going to track forwards. This will start tracking this area. And then once you're happy with your changes, you can double left click on here, give this a name. We're just going to call it roof, and go ahead and click on save. And now we can close this down, and this will now allow us to click on Create Mask. This will apply it onto the Bezier masking. Open up the matte, we can go into the Bezier masking, open up the general options, and we can enable the mask effects as well, so we can see the video as well. All we need to do now is get ourselves a new video track. We're going to apply ourselves a logo. You can apply yourself a video or logo, but you just want to go back onto the Mocha Vegas. We're going to open up the track data, and you want to click on Create Track. We're going to select the roof, and this will apply all of these positions right here. And all we need to do now in order to apply it onto the logo, go to Apply Export, select ourselves the mask Mocha, go onto the select target, and then you just want to apply it onto your logo. Select yourself the picture in picture, and there we go. It will now apply it onto the logo, and as you can see, it's also applied the perspective as well.